Based on data from September 16 to September 23, the general VeChain price prediction sentiment is neutral bullish 58% and bearish 40%. Currently, VeChain is trading at 18 cents and could shortly peak at $0.003. In the past 24 hours, the price of VeChain has risen 4.85%. VeChain has gained 15.3% over the past week at a consistent rate. This week's increase has VeChain investors ecstatic about the return on their investments. Captain Altcoin predicted that VeChain would decline to $0.0116 by December, while Digital Coin Price predicted that it would rise to 3 cents. PricePrediction.net predicted that VeChain would trade at 0 to 1 this year on digital coin wallets. The VeChain price forecast predicted the coin would reach 0.0576 in 2025, while Captain Altcoin valued it at 0.038 and PricePrediction.net predicted it would be worth 0.00 in 2025. According to a longer-term VeChain price forecast by PricePrediction.net, the coin will reach 30 cents in 2030. Captain Altcoin predicted it would be worth 0.0961 digital quantrices, while Vet Price Prediction predicted it would reach 17 cents at the beginning of the next decade. Now let's examine some of the VeChain price history. While we should never take past performance as an indication of future results, knowing what the coin has achieved can provide us with very useful context if we want to make or interpret a VeChain price prediction that first appeared on the open market in 2018. It was valued at 0.001 digital quantrices. The world of cryptocurrency would like to forget the year 22.2. Initial performance was reasonably consistent, but the price fell below 3 cents in May as the aftermath of the Terra Luna blockades collapse shook the market. Any hopes of a recovery were dashed when the FTX-FTT exchange declared bankruptcy, and the chain closed the year at 0.01578, a decline of 80% overall. VeChain has had a somewhat disappointing 2023 thus far. It began well, rallying to above 3 cents in February, but then fell on June 16 as the market struggled following the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's announcement that it was suing the Binance and Coinbase exchanges, falling to 0.01 for $4.02. In late June and early July, the coin rallied to surpass 2 cents. August saw another decline as Elon Musk's SpaceX sold millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin BTC. By September 11, the coin was worth 0.01 for every $6 and $7. The Coinbase news helped boost the price though, and on September 14, 2023, the chain was worth about $0.16 to $5 at that time. There were 85.9 billion VET in circulation out of a total supply of 86.7 billion. This gave it a market cap of about $1.18 billion, making it the 37th largest crypto by that metric. VeChain price analysis that has been on an upturn over the last few days, climbing more than 10%. In the space of 3 days, however, it has fallen by about 20% since early July. And it is worth just 3% event more than it was at the start of the year. Is VeChain a good investment? It is difficult to tell. VeChain has been on a downturn for about 6 months, wiping out pretty much all the gains it made at the start of the year. On the other hand, its recent Coinbase listing will have brought it to more people's attention, even if Coinbase's legal status might be in jeopardy. As ever with crypto, you will need to make sure you do your own research before deciding whether or not to invest in VET. Will the chain go up or down? No one can really tell right now. While the VeChain crypto price predictions are largely positive, price predictions have a well-earned reputation for being wrong. Keep in mind too that prices can and do go down as well as up. Today marks 11 years since Jack Dorsey, CEO of Block, made what at the time appeared to be his first public comments about Bitcoin. In 2012, when he visited the University of Michigan, he praised Bitcoin when its value was only $11, but his endorsement received little attention outside of the Bitcoin discussion group. Pete Rizzo, who works as a Bitcoin historian, found the recording of the visit today on X. Still, Dorsey's comments are important because of his public role in Bitcoin's history, which led to his current job as CEO of Block, a company that works to improve Bitcoin's use and technology. The company, which used to be called Square, has been a leader in payments for a long time, and its backing keeps Bitcoin in the mainstream. In 2012, Dorsey gave a speech at the University of Michigan where he talked honestly about his thoughts on new technologies and how interested he was in Bitcoin. At the time, Bitcoin was still a relatively unknown digital currency. On its few markets it only traded for an average of 11 per unit, but in his talk, Dorsey called Bitcoin amazing and said he thought it could have a big effect on the worlds of business and technology. He said the Bitcoin trend is great that needs to get back to normal, and Square will take any money that comes in if it becomes popular and well known around the world. Square will take it. In 2023, since Dorsey's initial support for Bitcoin, the price of the cryptocurrency has skyrocketed from $25,000 to $75,000, a phenomenal increase of 120,000%. This speech was not the end of Dorsey's journey with Bitcoin. In fact, it was only the beginning. In 2018, Square, a company he co-founded that provides financial services, added Bitcoin trading to its Cash App so that users could buy, sell, and store Bitcoin. He has invested in Bitcoin infrastructure and worked on projects to make Bitcoin simpler to use and more accessible as Bitcoin continues to change and shape the future of finance and technology. Jack Dorsey's early support and continued commitment to the cryptocurrency demonstrate how revolutionary Bitcoin is and how it could alter the way conventional financial systems operate. Cryptocurrencies traded in a holding pattern on Wednesday after the latest Consumer Price Index (CPI) reports showed that inflation picked up in August, with headline prices increasing by 0.6% from July to August and by 3.7% from August 2017 to August 2018. This was primarily due to rising energy prices. The stock market was a bit of a mess as investors anticipated next week's Fed meeting where the central bank will decide if additional interest rate increases are necessary. The CME FedWatch tool predicts that the Fed will stop raising interest rates next week 97% of the time, up from 90% a day ago. At the end of the day, the S&P and Nasdaq were up 0.1% and 0.2%, respectively, while the Dow was down 0.2%.